Oh, this is so nice. It's so nice to finally be back. Was a quick summer. How are you guys doing? I'm doing great. Thank you so much for asking. Rangers win, baby, 4-1 over the New York Islanders in the preseason, the first game of the preseason. And you're not going to get yelly screaming me, even though, of course, we're winning the cup after winning a game like this year. Are you kidding me? But in all seriousness, what an absolute just fun game to watch. I ended up being at the game. That's why this is going up late. Really fun game today, and I'm just so happy hockey's back, man. I needed this. If you're new, welcome. We cover the Rangers here heavily, and sometimes it's great, sometimes it is absolutely miserable. But today we are going to be happy because the Rangers ended up winning, and again, it was a very good game in my opinion. So we're going to talk about it. Obviously, it's a bit different with it being the preseason, where normally we kind of break it down play by play. Where with this, I kind of just want to do for the preseason, just to make this more fun, we kind of just assess how each player played throughout the games, just because I feel like it's a better way of going about it, because in reality, what's the point? Both teams throwing mostly AHL guys out there, so there's no point. Before we jump into this, though, be sure to leave a like on the video if you do enjoy. Subscribe if you guys are new, especially if you're Ranger fans. Going to bring you Rangers content all season long. But yeah, I mean, this was just an absolutely just wild game in many regards. And in terms of just overall, I mean, the Rangers just played a really, really good game today. And I understand, obviously, for both sides, the Islanders did not have their regulars, and the Rangers didn't have most of their regulars. But at the same time, with what I saw tonight, I mean, some of the guys on the Islanders that were regulars, the Rangers just kind of owned them tonight. And listen, again, that doesn't correlate to anything. These guys are first getting their legs under, especially for a team like the Islanders, where when you're not in the playoffs, it's hard to get your legs under you. So it's going to be a bit more difficult for them to get back into it, where the Rangers, you're coming off a conference finals run, and you're more fresh because you played the game more recently. But from what I saw tonight, I mean, these guys just were absolutely feasting. And who would have thought? I mean, the scoring opening with Jimmy Vesey on the power play from Hedel and OTHMANN, and this one just went off of the head of Semyon Varlamov. Didn't think this one was going in. OTHMANN was there for the rebound goal if he needed to get it. So either way, this puck was probably going in, whether it was Vesey or OTHMANN. Didn't matter, but it ended up being Jimmy Vesey, which, listen, Vesey, I mean, we're going to talk about him, but that was something that he was kind of eye-opening. We'll talk more about it, but yeah, Jimmy Vesey with the first goal of the preseason, a power play goal. And then Chris Kreider followed it up not too late after with an assist from Jacob Trouba, trying to stop Kreider there at the back door. Kreider just bangs that one home, makes it a 2-0 game. And then towards the end of the period, Keandre Miller with a shorthanded goal from OTHMANN and Zibanejad. OTHMANN, beautiful pass there to get Keandre Miller right in front of the net, and he buries that one. And then the second period, Zach Jones ends up scoring a goal as well. That one, I still don't know how it went in. It must have went off of someone. He just threw a shot kind of from the boards, and it just somehow got past Varlamov. Kaka with an assist there. Schneider as well got the assist. And then the goalie switched midway through, and Grand, I don't know what happened here, if he lagged or his batteries died or what, but he was just not even moving at all when Robin Salo shot this puck, and it was in the net before Guerin even moved at all. So I don't know what happened there, but Salo ended up getting it, and nothing really happened otherwise. The Rangers just kind of just sat back and played whatever hockey, and it just was what it was in the third period. So not much really to talk about, but in terms of shots in the game, 35-24 in favor of the Rangers. The Rangers outworking in the faceoff dot, which we will get to. 1 for 2 on the power play, completely shut down the Islanders on their power play, and that would be a great sign if this could become a regular thing, because I was very worried when the Rangers lost guys like Tyler Mott and I shouldn't say Barclay Goodrow because he's still here, but when he was hurt last year and he might miss some time, it is going to affect it, but I was very scared of that. Kopp also played some penalty kill minutes last year for the team, so I was a little skeptical, and good signs early. Again, not going to celebrate too much yet. Hits 35-22 in favor of the Islanders. Yeah, this one got a little physical, actually. I mean, there was a couple of things happening. You had OTHMANN, who ended up having a bloody nose kind of early in this one. Romanov just throwing a just monster hit on him, and things kind of got physical. You had Johnson and Reeves getting to a scrum in this one. It was a bit of a interesting one in terms of physicality. And block shots, 13 for the Rangers, 5 for the Islanders, and 7 giveaways for the Islanders, 16 for the Rangers. There was a lot that I didn't like early on from the Rangers in terms of that, because there was a lot of times where they were giving the puck away, giving odd man rushes. You have Trouba being left alone on a 2-on-1, vice versa with Keandre Miller. And there were some things that I didn't like there. I thought that they needed to clean it up, and they kind of cleaned it up actually quickly. They were turning the puck over a bit too early in this one. Hayek, I mean, he turned the puck over quite a bit in this one, it seemed like. But regardless, overall, I'm pretty thrilled with what I saw. We're going to talk about each player just because, like I said, I feel like that's the best way to evaluate a preseason game, where it just makes more sense that way. Gustav Riedel is the first guy we're going to talk about just because he's first in numerical order here. Gustav Riedel, 4 hits on the night. You definitely notice him physically. Outside of that, I think he had 1 decent chance. I forgot exactly how the play developed on that one, but I remember him getting a pretty solid chance. I think it was in the slot. And yeah, overall, Gustav Riedel, he's a guy that coming in, we didn't expect much. Gustav Riedel is supposed to be a guy where you're going to slot him on your 4th line. I think it was Statboy Steven who compared him to Pierre-Edouard Bellemare of the Tampa Bay Lightning, formerly with the Colorado Avalanche and Vegas Golden Knights, whatever. But Gustav Riedel is going to be a guy where he kills penalties and where he's more of a defensive, physical type forward, and he kind of showed that, and I was very impressed with how he played. So, yeah, Gustav Riedel, you get a thumbs up. Kreider, 2 thumbs up, 3 shots on goal, getting a goal like he didn't leave, potting 50 again this year, of course. But Chris Kreider, really liked what I saw. Looked like he was in midseason form. I mean, he was skating well. He was not afraid to get in front of the net, even though it's just the preseason, which you thought maybe, okay, it's a little scary to risk something early in the preseason. But Kreider wasn't backing down. He had played a really good game. I was very happy with what I saw from Kreider today. So, yeah, we'll say that. Carpenter, he was a little up and down for me. There were times where I didn't like his play. I thought that there were a couple times where he had a couple bad plays in the neutral zone, but he was playing physical. He had 4 hits on the night, and I thought that he played kind of what we expect, just like with Gustav Riedel, just a physical role. And it's a guy like him who's going to be battling it out with guys like VC, with guys like Riedel, with guys like maybe even Ryan Reeves, because we're going to talk about someone else that was really impressive, and we're going to have to see what he does for the rest of the preseason. But overall, very happy with what I saw from Carpenter. Kakko, he looked very good as well. 2 shots on goal. He had a shot very early on in the first period that went off the iron, and I thought that one, actually, that might have been the second period. Yeah, it was early in the second period. But he had a beautiful shot, almost went in on that one, got a point tonight. Liked him on the top line, liked the way that he was playing. He was skating well. Thought he had a great game. So 2 thumbs up for me. Jimmy Vesey, though, could I get 3 thumbs up? Because, oh my God, a goal, 4 shots on goal as well. Blocked a lot of shots, was throwing hits. Jimmy Vesey making a statement early. And listen, I'm someone that didn't really think much of the VC signing. I mean, I didn't think much. And again, I'm not going to be waving the pom-poms and going crazy here over a preseason game. But if he keeps this up, I mean, he's making a strong case for that 4th line role to replace Tyler Mott, because he looked pretty good, looked good on the penalty kill as well. I was very impressed with what I saw from Jimmy Vesey tonight. Adam Sikora, not a great night. Had a couple PIMs. He had 2 shots on goal. I didn't really notice him that much. I didn't think that he had that great of a game. So Adam Sikora would like to see a bit more, but he's so new to the league. He just got drafted. I wasn't expecting much either way. Bobby Trevingo, 2 shots on goal for him, 2 PIMs, and I forgot who was that said on Twitter. He was just so Matt Zuccarello. Like, he's a little guy, but he was not afraid of anyone. I mean, Ross Johnson was getting in his kitchen a bit, and he was not backing down. Bobby Trevingo, I thought, played a very great game today in terms of that regard. And he's another one where if he can make a statement, he could maybe be a bottom 6 guy, but I'm not really too sure what his ceiling is, if he's going to be a guy where you want him on your 3rd line versus your 4th line. But Really liked what I saw from him tonight. Filipino, very great night from Filipino. 5 shots on goal. Had an apple on the night. 60% in the faceoff dot is what I really wanted to highlight. He was so good in the faceoff dot, and that just was eye-popping to me. I'm like, Filipino doing this? If he could carry that into the regular season, we are definitely waving the pom-poms then, because Filipino, as we know, has not been necessarily the best when it comes to in the faceoff dot. So the fact that we saw that type of effort, very pleased with what I saw from Hedel tonight. Kravtsov, didn't like his game. 3 shots on goal. I thought that he made a couple bad decisions on the power play. Just in general, I thought that he made some poor passing selections at times. Thought that he wasn't making smart decisions with shooting the puck too. There was a 2-on-1 that kind of broke out, and he just threw a weak, slow shot on goal instead of passing it or trying to snipe one on Varlamov. I was a little confused there, but yeah, Kravtsov was not that great in my opinion. Reeves, he was Ryan Reeves. I mean, he was getting in people's faces, threw 3 hits. He was Ryan Reeves. Not much to say there. Brendan OTHMANN, if he keeps us up for the rest of preseason, this could be crazy. And if he keeps us up for the preseason, they have to give him his 9-game sample, because, oh my God, was he the best player on the ice tonight. 2 apples on the night. Could have maybe got 3, 2 shots on goal, and he was so good. He was all over the ice, and he got just his welcome to the NHL moment from Romanov, and he was back in the game, and he looked so good. He looked so good. He was skating well, moving the puck well, making great decisions. Oh, Brendan OTHMANN, I can't say enough good things. I'm excited to see more from him. Zibanejad looked in midseason form, and there was a lot of times where he was actually shooting the puck, where normally last year he's passing it, especially earlier on in the year, where Mika's kind of a guy where he takes a bit to get into things during the season, and he looked confident tonight, and I don't know what it was, but he looked very good tonight, and I was happy with what I saw from him. So, yeah, 2 thumbs up for Mika. Jones, oh my God, Zach Jones, the best defenseman tonight. 1 goal for him. Of course, getting that point. 4 shots on goal. He was throwing the body too, but 20 minutes for him. Zach Jones was an animal tonight, and he's really trying to prove, hey, that last defensive spot that's open, this is my gig. This is what I'm going to win this job. And if he keeps up what he did tonight, I mean, that's going to be hard to argue, because he was absolutely unreal tonight, all over, moving the puck. Just some of these pinches, too, that he was making in the neutrals on these step-ups, these plays to keep the puck alive in the offensive zone. I was very happy with what I saw from him. Jacob Trouba got a point. He was okay. I didn't like the penalty that he took. 2 shots on goal, but it's preseason. I'm not going to be mad about the penalty. But it was an okay game. There was a couple times where I didn't like him giving the puck away too much, which leads us to Lieber Hayek, who was giving the puck away way too much, and he did not look great. But, yeah, with Lieber Hayek, he didn't look that great, and I don't know if he didn't do a good job, especially considering how Jones did. Hayek's going to need to step his game up if he wants to get that defensive spot. Adam Walensky, I didn't really notice much of him. I mean, he was whatever. I mean, there's not much to say. I didn't notice him that much. Schneider, noticeable to a degree. There were some plays that I really liked from him. Throwing the body, playing good defensively. Braden Schneider looked really good. Got a point on the night as well. Very happy with what I saw from him. And Keandre Miller, I mean, him and Jones, top 2 defensemen tonight. Keandre, 5 hits on the night. He was throwing the body. He got a goal, and he was just all over the ice tonight. He was all over, stepping up in the offensive zone a bit, getting in on the offensive action, looking good defensively. Oh, Keandre Miller, he looked so good tonight. So good. And then Igor, perfect. 14 shots, 14 saves. No big deal, right? And then Garan stopping 9 on 10 shots. Again, it could have been 10, but I don't know what happened on that goal there. But regardless, I was very happy with what I saw overall from the team tonight. I thought they played a great game. They looked very good. They looked confident out there. They were moving the puck well, and I didn't really notice a lot of bad shifts. Like, most of the Islanders' chances came early on in the game when they were giving up odd man rushes early, which sucked, but they kind of got into the rhythm a bit after. They cleaned it up. And then also the power play for the Islanders, which wasn't that effective, but that's where most of the Islanders' chances came. There wasn't really anything that noticeable otherwise for them. The Rangers just played a great game and kind of shut them down. But I'm very happy. Sorry for making this a bit of a longer one. Like I said, I wanted to just recap how every player played, and that's how I'm going to go about it for the preseason. So, yeah, let me know your thoughts. Who impressed you the most tonight? Give me your top 5. Give me your top 5 in the comment section of players of the night. I thought that if I had to pick, OTHMANN, Jones, Miller, Kreider, Mika would probably be my top 5 if I had to take a pick there. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section. All right, hi, it's future me who forgot to, for whatever reason, do the Twitter questions, which thank you guys so much for sending in the Twitter questions. Let me get to them now, and I will put this part in. So, Mad says, Jimmy Vesey. No, Himmy Vesey. And New York Fugazi fan says, chances on Vesey, OTHMANN, or Sikora making the team. Also, is there a chance Miller will have a better year than Fox? Ooh, some interesting questions there. So, in terms of the chances of Vesey, OTHMANN, and Sikora, I'll start with the easy one. Adam Sikora, he is not going to be on the team this year. I don't even think he got his ELC. I'm not too sure, but he's not going to be on the team. I don't see a world where he does it unless he just absolutely tears it up these next few preseason games. But from what we saw tonight, chances are looking pretty slim. There's only a couple games for him to prove himself here, and he kind of didn't do much in his first one. So I'm going to answer that with a no. And in terms of VC, yeah, I really think that VC can actually make the roster in terms of opening night. And when it comes to being a full-time forward, listen, I mean, if he plays the way that he did tonight, it's going to be hard to sit him. And he looked very good. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. But I think he's going to make the team regardless. I think him and Hunt are kind of battling it out there for that last spot as the 13th forward. And in terms of OTHMANN, well, if OTHMANN makes a team, that opens up a lot of options because you could go OTHMANN, Hedel, Kravtsov as your third line. Your fourth line then becomes all of a sudden Goudreau, Carpenter, and Blais, which that would be absolutely absurd. But OTHMANN, I think he's going to get his 9-game sample size at most if he's going to get in the NHL. I really don't know. If he plays like he did tonight, it's another thing like VC where he has to keep this up if he wants to prove that he is going to stay. And in terms of Miller having a better year than Fox, that's an interesting question. I'm going to say no, though. I'm going to say no because of the fact that Fox is just that good. However, I think that Miller can definitely be in the top defenseman / Norris conversation. In terms of the best, I don't know if we're there yet. But yeah, now back to past me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Very happy to be back. So glad hockey is finally here. Going to be covering the season all year long. So can't wait. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, leave a like on this one. Subscribe if you guys are new, especially for Ranger fans. Turn on your notifications so you know when I upload next. And I will see you in the next one. Let's go Rangers.